Maybe the shocker of the night in Los Angeles. Kevin Durant, he was back. He returned for Houston. But Janae, they still had a problem.
Major.
It was good, though, to see LeBron and KD going head-to-head in the postseason, playing meaningful basketball for the first time since the 2018 finals. It was LeBron, though, who had the upper hand in this matchup. The trio of James, Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, they scored 43 of the 54 first-half points for the Lakers on Tuesday night. And despite a 20-point first half from Durant, LA led by 3 at the break. So let's go ahead to the third here. The Lakers, they use a steady diet of the pick and roll here. LeBron finding DeAndre Ayton for the jam.
Oh, that's where the defense of the Rockets, normally that's their strong suit, but Alperen Şengün was too high and was laid on a couple of those possessions.
That was the highlight of the night. The two-handed reverse. Here's James talking about that dunk.
I don't even know what that was about. I gotta sit there down somewhere. I gotta sit down somewhere.
41-year-olds on set. Can we still get up like that? Look at this comparison, the side-by-side back in 2004. All right, and then more out of that pick and roll here, Janae. James drives.
Traumatize me real quick. But honestly, I was just so happy to watch LeBron James cook, not only score like we saw on that dunk, but also facilitate. This was a masterclass by a 41-year-old.
Uh-oh, you know what time it is?
Oh, man, it's island
time.
Put you on an island.
James gets inside, finishes with the left, and then 2.5 to play. The Lakers up 5. Marcus Smart hits
Wide
the
open.
corner 3.
For a playoff game, there's such little resistance by Houston on defense.
And here's the icing on the cake. LeBron backdoor cut, two-handed jam. He finished with 28, 8, and 7. So let's take a listen to Kevin Durant on what went wrong. What was he seeing from that Lakers defense?
They start doubling me from possession 1, man. Like, I think I got to be better at not putting my teammates in bad positions when I swing that ball. Sometimes I could beat the double, get downhill, make the shot a little easier for him. Shoot the ball, I mean, two to three people on me, I shoot the ball, we can get offensive rebound. I'm trying to make passes, I'm trying to make the correct, swing the ball sometimes, but I feel like I got to shoot more of those and put my teammates in better position. They're making threes, and we're not. We're getting way more shots than them this series at the rim. We're getting the same amount of threes up. The offensive rebounding well. The difference is they made shots. They got guys who's knocking down shots.
I was in that press conference, and I don't think KD was so much surprised by the double team because he saw it so much in the regular season, but there was no answer that they had out of it. You used a good word. You used an SAT word on the Wildly Successful Hoop Collective podcast about the approach here that we need to go, the two-pronged approach for...
Bifurcated. Yeah, there's two things going on here. At one point,
wait.
First of all, you got to define it. You got to explain it.
We're going to take a bifurcated approach to discussing.
Because I think the Lakers, there's two things going on, basically. Perk, it means two things are going on, all right? Okay. The one thing going on is that the Lakers are doing a great job.
Yeah.
Okay? They have a really good game plan. They got 48 points from Luke Kennard and from Marcus Smart yesterday. That's probably akin to what they would have gotten from Doncic and Reeves, okay? And especially, they scored 101. They got 48 from those two guys, okay? That's pretty good. The second thing is the Rockets offensively are just an absolute disaster.
Right.
9 turnovers for Kevin Durant. Some of it is his mistake. Some of it is the scheme. Like, 101 points. I know that we showed the Rockets screwing up on defense. You can survive 101 points in 2026. You should be able to score 102. They can't score anything on offense.
So in that bifurcated approach, Perk, when you're looking at the Lakers side of all of this, what did they do? Because, yes, of course, it was the Rockets' mistakes, but what impressed you about the game plan that they executed?
Well, I mean, it's the IQ, right? And then we got to give a lot of flowers to J.J. Redick because he deserved every bit of it, right? When you talk about putting together a game plan, when you talk about empowering the role players and others to elevate their game, Jackson Hayes played the best game that I've seen him play in a long time. If you're a box score watcher, then you won't be able to see exactly or hear what I'm saying. But when you talk about doing the little things, he maxed out. That possession in the fourth quarter where he got the ball from LeBron in the pocket pass and he made the simple high IQ pass to the wing and then they swung it to the corner to Marcus Smart for the 3. That was big. That was a crucial play. So, again, when you think about what J.J. Redick is putting together, he's out coaching Ime Udoka. He's maxing out his guys. His rotations are on point, and that's why we're seeing the difference between the two.
And the numbers to back you up, Perk. Kevin Durant was doubled on 14 plays. The Rockets actually shot 6 for 11. They scored 13 points out of the double. It felt like they shot way worse, whereas he only had 2 points and only attempted 3 shots. To me, that's by design for him not to shoot.
It feels like the solution, they were passing out of the double a little better in the fourth quarter.
Not well enough for me, but
it's going to have to be a men, right? It's going to have to be a men who's going.
Let go and let God for me.
Well, then what do you say? Amen.
Amen.
Coming up here on, that's where I thought you were going. How do you feel about the nickname VJ Max?
Love it.
You love it?
Do you even know what TJ Maxx is?
They did.
NBA in a playoff doubleheader tonight on ESPN. First, 7 Eastern, the Magic try to take a 2-0 lead on the Pistons in Detroit. They would join the 2017 Bulls as the only 8 seeds to go up 2-0 on a 1 seed in a best of 7. But don't panic, Detroit. Chicago lost that series to Boston in 6 games, so there's some hope. Then at 9:30 Eastern, the defending champion Thunder host the Suns up 1-0. OKC has won 9 straight first-round games and could become the 5th franchise with at least 10 in a row. Phoenix was one of 3 teams to beat the Thunder more than once this season. So again, for the folks in Phoenix, there's a little hope. Our basketball analyst, Chiney Ogwumike, back with us. Chiney, the Pistons have had 48 hours to reflect and to regroup after losing their playoff opener, a game that they never led once. What needs to change most for Detroit to even this series at 1 game apiece?
Jay, do you know what I want to do? I want to get some icy hot and give it to Cade Cunningham because he's been shouldering the load. That back, he's been carrying a lot. He's been carrying so much of their team offensively. He needs some help. He needs some love, okay, offensively. And I'm looking at Jalen Duren because he's an all-star, first-time all-star this year, and he's someone fully capable of creating his own shot. Now, I know it may not be the best option. You typically want that from the wing position, but at this point, it's we all we got. And Jalen Duren only had 4 shot attempts in game 1. That is malpractice. That should never happen, especially when Cade Cunningham, who was cooking, he had 39 points. He shot the ball 27 times, but still they need balance and they need more from the supporting cast. And he's better than a supporting cast. He's an actual all-star, and he has to win the matchup versus Wendell Carter, who actually had 17 points and was 8 for 9. So he has to step up and take some of that pressure off of Cade Cunningham and how he's been carrying his team.
Hey, call Shaq. He probably has a bunch of icy hot. He does all the commercials yes. at the house or one of the houses.
He does. Right.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Thunder, Chiney. For the 2nd straight year, OKC had all but sealed game 1 by halftime. Give a little credit to the Suns by not losing by 51 like the Grizzlies did a year ago. What caught your eye most watching OKC?
Speaking of players with no chill, right? No chill. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder and their defense. They have the best defense in the NBA, and even saying that isn't good enough. It's underselling it. They were sensational. They forced 17 turnovers, and they scored 34 points off of those turnovers compared to the Suns' 2. And guess what? Most importantly, they took care of the ball. They only committed 6 turnovers themselves. Very similar to what we saw with the Houston Rockets. They have a strategy versus the Sun Star that is doubling Devin Booker, and his teammates so far have not been able to make them pay, which is why they just keep ramping up the temperature. So, I mean, I guess it's good that you don't lose by 50, you lose by 30, but we want this to be a little bit closer. But it's hard to do that when you're going up against these guys who are just stifling defensively. Yeah, during the regular season, OKC set the record for the most 30-point wins in a season. They had 11 of them. So that's just what they do, I guess. You can get more of Chiney, 3 p.m. Eastern, on NBA Today following the SportsCenter.